we are looking into yet another claim about The Simpsons predicting a big news event. The story this time is that the iconic TV show eerily predicted the outbreak of the coronavirus.
For decades, this iconic show has given us eerie glimpses into the future. And now we're looking at their predictions for 2025. Some are fascinating, others hilarious, and a few, well, let's just say they're downright terrifying. The first prediction is about artificial intelligence and robots taking over jobs. In one episode, we see Homer losing his job to a robot at the nuclear power plant.
What about this?
The scene is both funny and unsettling, as the robot is far more efficient than Homer. The message here? Humans might soon be competing with machines in a way that completely reshapes the workforce. With the rapid development of AI in fields like customer service, transportation, and even creative industries, it feels like this prediction isn't too far-fetched. Imagine walking into a coffee shop and there's not a single human barista, just robots serving you your latte. Will 2025 be the year robots start to dominate the job market? Next up, food shortages and synthetic meals. In one futuristic episode, Springfield faces a massive food crisis, and people are forced to rely on lab-grown food. We see Lisa protesting outside a factory that produces synthetic meals, warning everyone about the long-term effects. Today, we're already seeing the rise of lab-grown meat and plant-based alternatives as solutions to environmental challenges. But could 2025 push this to an extreme? What if we're left with no choice but to eat entirely synthetic food due to climate change, overpopulation, or supply chain disruptions? It's a scenario that makes you wonder what we're really putting on our plates. The third prediction is about virtual reality becoming an inescapable part of daily life. In one episode, Bart gets trapped in an incredibly immersive VR game and becomes addicted to the point where he can't differentiate between the virtual world and reality. The idea seemed absurd when the episode aired, but today VR is advancing rapidly. By 2025, we might be living in a world where VR doesn't just enhance entertainment, but becomes a way to work, socialize, and even live out alternate lives. Imagine a future where people prefer their VR experiences over the real world. Could we be heading toward a society where reality itself becomes optional? Now let's talk about climate catastrophes. Over the years, The Simpsons have depicted various environmental disasters, from rising sea levels to extreme weather events that leave Springfield underwater.
There is no Springfield 50 years in the future. With global warming trapping the CO2 inside our poisonous atmosphere, our superheated oceans will rot.
These moments serve as a stark warning about the consequences of ignoring climate change. With 2025 just around the corner, we're already seeing unpredictable weather patterns, wildfires, and floods happening at an alarming rate. What if next year brings events that make these episodes look less like fiction and more like a documentary? One of the most interesting predictions is about cryptocurrency dominating the financial world. In a hilarious scene, Mr. Burns walks into the Springfield Stock Exchange wearing a Bitcoin chain, symbolizing how cash is becoming obsolete. With governments around the world pushing for digital currencies and the rise of blockchain technology, this prediction doesn't feel too far off. Will 2025 be the year we finally say goodbye to paper money? Imagine a world where you can't even buy a donut without scanning a QR code. Speaking of futuristic advancements, space tourism is another prediction. The Simpsons got eerily right. In one episode, Homer ends up on a commercial space flight alongside characters who look suspiciously like modern-day tech billionaires. SpaceX, Blue Origin, and other companies are already making space travel accessible to civilians, albeit for a hefty price. But what if by 2025 it becomes mainstream? Could we see average families planning their vacations to the moon or Mars? It sounds exciting, but it also raises questions about who gets left behind as we look to the stars. Here's a chilling one: a new global superpower emerging. In a politically charged episode, we see the flags of nations changing dramatically at the United Nations. The Simpsons suggest that a shift in global power could take the world by surprise. With geopolitical tensions rising and new alliances forming, could 2025 bring a major shakeup in which countries hold the most influence? What if a nation no one expects suddenly takes the lead on the world stage? The Simpsons have also predicted a health tech revolution involving microchip-based medicine. In one episode, Lisa uses a small device implanted in her body to diagnose and treat illnesses in real time. With wearable tech like smartwatches and fitness trackers already monitoring our health, it's not hard to imagine that by 2025, we could have microchip implants that take this to the next level. But while the idea of never getting sick sounds great, it also raises privacy concerns. How much control are we willing to give up for better health? One of their spookiest predictions is alien contact. Kang and Kodos are iconic characters in the Simpsons universe, but the show has also hinted at the idea of real aliens making contact with Earth. As space exploration continues to uncover new planets and signals, scientists are increasingly open to the possibility of extraterrestrial life. What if 2025 is the year we finally hear from or meet aliens? Would it be a peaceful encounter or something far more terrifying? Finally, let's talk about mind control through media. In one eerie episode, subliminal messages hidden in television ads manipulate Springfield residents into behaving in strange ways. While this might sound like pure fiction, the influence of media and technology on our thoughts is already a hot topic. Algorithms control what we see online, shaping our opinions and even our decisions. By 2025, could this go a step further? Imagine a future where the content you consume isn't just entertaining. It's designed to control your mind. And there you have it, the top 10 predictions the Simpsons have made for 2025.